And welcome to the Ruby Tuesday. My name's Ruben, and this is my review for Netflix's new original movie called The Adam Project. Do give me a like and subscribe if you haven't yet. It really helps up the channel. This is a non-spoiler review. Let's jump in. A time-traveling pilot teams up with his younger self and his late father to come to terms with his past while saving the future. When it comes to Netflix original movies, I always go in with a little bit of worry, especially when it comes to their sci-fi films, because for the most part, I think they've been less great ones than they have been good ones. Occasionally you get a diamond in the rough, and that's what I was hoping this one was going to be. With a stellar cast like Ryan Reynolds, Walker Scobell, who plays young Adam, Mark Ruffalo, Zoe Saldana, Catherine Keener, the cast is pretty stacked. So I was hoping that the cast, with their A game, they were going to bring something from a tight script and direction, and Sean Levy is the director here, so I had high hopes. I love Real Steel and I love his direction in Stranger Things, and so I was really hoping that that's what was going to come out through the screen. And I think it really does. There's a big feeling of Spielberg type of shots here. The way it's filmed. Also J.J. Abrams with the woods reminded me a little bit of E.T. Just that kind of initial beginning. Then we have the sci-fi ships looking like from the future that I thought were really cool. And then we have like the Power Rangers type of futuristic soldiers that also remind me of Power Rangers. But I thought the mechanics with what they used when we get the action sequences like you'd expect there to be here would be entertaining, and it is. The way they use the sci-fi and the technology, all of that is really entertaining to watch, but you won't care about all that entertainment and action if you don't care about the characters. And I think they do well to establish an arc for you to care about the characters. So we have the young Adam versus the old Adam versus the father, and there's 3 generations of messed up family trauma that they kind of have to sort out. It doesn't spend loads of time there, but with what we do get when the pace does slow a little bit, I thought it was really enduring. I think by far, Ryan Reynolds and Walker Scobell together on screen is the best thing about this movie. Sometimes Ryan Reynolds, if you allow him, well, it seems like the director pushes Ryan Reynolds to be the most Ryan Reynolds with his comedy and timing and wit, and that doesn't always work. I love Ryan Reynolds as an actor, as a person, he seems amazing. So I was really kind of worried like how much they were going to push that comedy in here. But I guess it's the butting of heads between 2 generations really works really well here. And so they kind of taken the make or the piss, depending on what language you want to use, out of each other, and they're very quick-witted, and it really feels like they are, you know, between ages but the same person. Very well cast. I think Walker Scobell, great name by the way, did a fantastic job as young Adam. He really plays off Ryan Reynolds' character Big Adam very well. You believe that they are who they are supposed to be. You believe the fighting choreograph. It also takes fun or makes fun of the science fiction kind of timey-wimey stuff. Like, it doesn't even really try to explain that, which I appreciate, because there are so many nuances when it comes to time travel. Which theory you're going to go for? You're going to do the MCU, you're going to do the Back to the Future. They kind of talk about it a little bit, but then allow you to kind of decide what they want to do. They're not going there. It's just timey-wimey stuff, but at the heart of it is definitely family orientated. So because you have that family orientated father-son kind of broken relationship, you do care more. And in fact, there was one part where I was like, yeah, I'm kind of emotionally engaged now. There are a couple of cheesy lines and moments that I could have done without with. And there was one line that I think, I don't know what the scriptwriter was thinking, but this young Adam loves playing flight simulators. He knows that, well, his dad created this game for him, he's playing it. And there's one bit where he's in a spaceship. Bigger Adam says, "Get ready for the G's." And the young Adam replies, "What are G's?" And not for a moment do I believe that young Adam doesn't know what G's are, considering how invested he is into this flight simulator that looks pretty realistic. So I just thought that was a terrible line. It stuck out to me. But for the most part, there are only minor niggles. I thoroughly enjoyed this. The sci-fi was a lot of fun. The action was great. I think the standouts definitely, like I said, are Walker Scobell, Ryan Reynolds, and when Mark Ruffalo is there, them together is great. There are bits that I just wish they delved more into past relationships. I think we could have had 10 to 15 minutes more, really explored some of those relationships, and this film, I think, could have ended up being great. At the moment, it's really good. I enjoyed it. I think some critics will kind of pull it apart and go, hey, that kind of sci-fi doesn't work, and there has to be a certain believability that you have to push aside, like plot protection for all the characters. That definitely is all there. But when you're invested in the characters, you kind of are on the ride for the escapism of the adventure. What this film is, I think as families together, you're going to enjoy this. Get your popcorn out. It's a proper blockbuster film. It feels like I could have watched this at the cinema and I would have enjoyed paying for it. I think it's still great. The score is fantastic, feels big and epic, well done, well directed, well acted, and a lot of fun. I could probably watch it again. Just a quick note, Chris and I from Movies and Munchies have started a Patreon together. It's called The Bearded Ones. There's a link down below. We have 3 videos on there at the moment. One is story time from each of us, and the other main big one that we're talking about, Aliens and Predators, everything coming out with those titles, and also what's come before, what of our favorites, which is our favorite alien movie. We talk about fan fiction made films. All of that is there. So if you'd like to support us and you want to see our bearded faces again, then check us out there. So I'm going to give this 4.5 Nicolas Cages out of 5. Let me know your thoughts down below. Thanks so much for watching this. But most of all, until next time, remember, live long on Tuesday.